Time for a little kitchen experiment, making some carrot cake, raw carrot cake. The superstar is going to be Cacao Olena, which is cacao, turmeric, and ginger from Kauai Farmacy, and the wonderful ginger-infused raw honey. And then I'm going to be throwing in some coconut cream, coconut meat, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, a little clove, a little bit of stevia, toss a little bit of allulose in there, and make a frosting. We're going to include some of the Kion Colostrum, some avocado, and some coconut water from Thrive Market. All right, this magic bullet is for the frosting. This food processor is for the carrot cake filling, and I'll show you how this is done. Step 1, carrots. Got about 7 big carrots. We're gonna toss those in the food processor. Step 2, avocado for the creaminess, all right? I like to freeze it up a little bit, give it a nice chili texture, and this is the equivalent of a couple of avocados. Step 3, macadamia nuts. I use about a half cup or so of macadamia nuts. 4, and this is the secret sauce, at least one of them. This is the ginger honey from Kauai Farmacy. It's so good. And we're going to do the equivalent of about 4 tablespoons of honey. I'm going to add a little bit of stevia and allulose as well, just to give it a little more sweetness. And this honey will also be the superstar of the frosting. Go with 3 dropperfulls of stevia. Nice natural plant-based sweetener. For a little bit of added sweetener, just so I don't have to go too overboard on the honey. The next ingredient from the pharmacy is going to give it a little bit of kick, all right? Got some nice organic ginger, galangal ginger, turmeric, and cacao in here. Not too much, this stuff's pretty potent, but I like my carrot cake to have just a little bit of a kick to it. Nutmeg, nice fall flavors. And then we're also going to grab up here some clove. Okay, next do some salt. A couple pinches of this salt, really good Mexican salt. A good salt, my friends. Oh my goodness. I do a touch of vanilla. My friends at Chocolate Tree in Sedona, they make this wonderful coconut cream. It's like a blend of coconut meat and coconut butter. And there's gonna be about 4 tablespoons of this that I'm gonna drop in there for a wonderful creamy texture of this coconut butter looks like. I'll do a few more of these, just come straight out of there. This stuff is so good. A little cinnamon. I don't measure too precisely, but it'll go really good with the nutmeg. We're gonna put the lid on our food processor, and next we're gonna blend, and I'm gonna keep some of this coconut water handy for giving me a little consistency as I do. Okay, now we blend. Probably not even gonna need much coconut water as it's blending up. Hanging away over here, on this side what we're going with is we're gonna start off with a whole can of this coconut cream in here, and this will be part of the frosting. A couple pinches of salt, because we've established that I love salt. Dropperfulls of stevia. For the sweetness, 3 drops. Superstars. We're going to go about 2 tablespoons of the honey. It's going to be 1, and then superstar for a nice creamy frosting is going to be the Kion Colostrum. I'm going to do 6 scoops of the colostrum, just because it's so good and so gut nourishing and gives this nice creamy consistency. Here we go. You can blend our frosting. Pretty simple here. The texture looks like. Now it's going to go into my cake pan. So now that I've got it in my pan, I'll smooth it out here and then we'll go with the frosting. Okay, here comes the frosting. By the way, for those of you who missed the memo, this is a raw cake. There is no baking that's going to be required. We're just going to set this in the freezer to set. Oh my goodness, guys. So this is what it looks like now that I've kind of got the frosting on there. Then we're going to finish with the garnish. We're going to top this in the freezer. Garnish. We're going to garnish this with a little fresh fennel leaf. Okay, there we go. I wish I had a little bit better garnish than the fennel. Kind of looks like pubic hair on my carrot cake, but that's all right. Did want a little bit of greens on there. Maybe I'll toss some else on there too for a little top. Now what we're going to do is, now I've got it covered and it's ready to set and it's garnished. It's going to go in the freezer and it'll set for a couple hours. It'll be ready to rumble. So good. Look at that. Ready to rumble, baby.